It's Saturday night, folks, and there's basketball all over the place. We have two for you tonight. The first one will take place in Uncasville, Connecticut, as the Connecticut Sun hosts the Indiana Fever, who have some backyard trouble going on. But despite that, this team continues to come together. Their star, Caitlin Clark, continues to find her legs and her passion, and the Indiana Fever continue to win. The second game tonight will take place at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas, as the San Antonio Spurs look to stave off elimination as they face the New York Knicks, who have charged out to a 3-1 lead. Two separate streams, only one place to find them. It's basketball time tonight from the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. We present Game 1 of our doubleheader as the Indiana Fever travel to Connecticut to take on the Connecticut Sun. Stand by, because Indiana Fever basketball begins right about now.
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is the Indiana Fever on SMSN.
And good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you, and we got a good one for you tonight. The Connecticut Sun, who come in with a record of 4-12, take on 2-12. I beg your pardon. Take on the Indiana Fever, who come in with a record tonight of 7-5. And the last two wins for the Indiana Fever have not been easy. In Washington, they frittered away a 17-point lead to see Washington take the lead, only to have Caitlin Clark bury a 30-foot three with 1.2 seconds remaining and give the Fever a 78-76 win. Meanwhile, they come home, they face the Chicago Sky, who are also languishing, and they had a 19-point lead, and they frittered that away, and the next thing you know, we're in a dogfight, and now they go overtime with them. And they pull out a 114-106 victory, and it was a historic win for the Indiana Fever, as both Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark tallied a 30-point double-double in that game. Aaliyah Boston set a career high with 34 points along with 12 rebounds, while Caitlin Clark tallied 32 points and dished out 10 assists. What is next for the Indiana Fever? Despite all the turmoil, they continue to play, and they continue to play hard, and they continue to win. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off of Game 1 of our doubleheader this evening. The Indiana Fever travel to Connecticut to take on the Connecticut Sun. That is next on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world. How'd you get there? Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
You should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Couple minutes away from tip-off of the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun. If you remember last September when these two teams played in Connecticut, the Fever were minus Caitlin Clark and a few other pieces, but B, Lexi Hall, who will play tonight, hit a big three from the left corner to snatch an overtime win. That final was 99-93, and the Fever had to do some coming back up. Had to make a comeback of their own from 21 points down several times, and they win that. And they win that game. The last time Caitlin Clark faced the Connecticut Sun, she not only had a good game, it was also her last game as she suffered a groin injury that kept her out for the remainder of the season, and they're looking to change that tonight. How does Indiana win? They're already winning because Caitlin Clark, except for one, has played every game this season. The only game where she did not play, she sat out against the Seattle Storm, which turned out to be a 20-point win at home. And a lot of people have asked me, why do you think Stephanie White sat Caitlin Clark for that game? Well, for me, it's pretty simple. Caitlin Clark is coming back from 3 major injuries, and she has to trust her body again. She has to trust her shooting stroke again, and she has to get her legs back because it was her legs that cost her the rest of the season. 4 on the docket tonight in the WNBA. We got this one starting in a few moments. You got the Lynx and the Aces at 8:30 sees the Wings and the Portland Fire. Note for that game. Paige Beckers is out with a right ankle injury. And then to finish off the schedule at 10 p.m., it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks and the Phoenix Mercury. Fever look to continue to win despite everything that's going on. There's a lot of turmoil behind the scenes. A lot of people think Stephanie White is the potential, and I say potential villain, but there are a lot of new pieces with the Indiana Fever. Monique Billings being one of them, and of course around the WNBA, as we're about 4 minutes away. We're about 4 minutes away from tip-off, and of course around the WNBA, I'll go ahead and say it. The conspiracy against Caitlin Clark continues because a lot of people want to see her play, but it seems like the league does not want to see her play. I'm the Snowman, and I call it as real as I can. We're going to take one more time out, and when we come back, we will indeed have the lineups and the tip of tonight's game, the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun from Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. Can the Fever make it 3 in a row for the second time this year? Or will the Sun get their 3rd victory of the year? There's a 3 in there somewhere tonight. And don't forget, after this stream, we will conclude it immediately, and then we'll have Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series on a separate broadcast between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Yours truly will have both of the calls in that game. One more break, and it's tip time from Connecticut. The Sun and the Fever next on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot and your car is a little bit older and out of the normal warranty, keep listening. What's going on underneath the hood of your car? If your car is out of warranty, you're at risk of expensive repair bills. Now, for a couple of dollars a day, you can get an extended protection plan for your car. Hey, you love your car, so why not give it a little extra care? And make sure if something goes wrong, your bank account is safe. Literally, for a couple of dollars a day, you can give yourself peace of mind that you purchased a top-tier vehicle repair coverage plan. Call the Auto Protection Network right now and ask how you could save an additional $500 on your policy.
Call 877-845-0463. Call now.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
There are over 600 people here in the chat. So why don't y'all do me a favor? Let me know where you are listening from. Like the chat, like the stream. I beg your pardon. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member of the Snow Crew for only $2.99 a month. That's the membership on the channel. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hall, Monique Billings, and Aaliyah Boston for the Fever. They'll be dressed in red. Saniya Rivers, Layla LeCan, Diamond Miller, Aaliyah Edwards, and Brittany Griner for the Connecticut Sun, who are looking for their third win of the year. Let us know where you are listening from, and I'll shout you out properly. I got Stick Dicky here from Norway, so we are now internationally syndicated. All the folks on KJBS, our West Coast station, thank you for tuning in. All the folks that are tuning in on all of our stations. The Sun are in the home white uniforms with the orange numbers and lettering. As mentioned, Brittany Griner will start at center. Aaliyah Boston, who had 34 points her last time out against Chicago, will start at center for the Indiana Fever. Brittany Griner in her 13th year out of Baylor. And for the Sun, this is their 11th unique starting lineup, tied for the most through 15 games in WNBA history. Fever will travel left to right as we see it, and as you folks are listening along at home with this, Brittany Griner and the Sun will travel from right to left. And we're set to go from Uncasville, Connecticut. Last season for the Connecticut Sun, as they will be relocating at the end of the year, and Layla LeCan controls the tip, and Connecticut has it moving right to left. Edwards out front, back to LeCan on the drive, left of the lane, lead in floater, good. And immediately the Sun are up 2-0. Caitlin Clark brings it up. LeCan will pressure her. Bounce pass out front of Aaliyah Boston. On the right side is Kelsey Mitchell. Back to Boston, top of the circle. They have 11 to shoot. Back to Caitlin Clark. Clark fakes, looking for help, goes over the top, and that pass was intended for Aaliyah Boston. It was stolen by Saniya Rivers. Rivers with a bounce pass ahead to Edwards. She lays it in. 4-0 Connecticut. And immediately Connecticut brings pressure. Caitlin Clark into the front court. Caitlin Clark outside right. Works to the right corner and pops a three. Splash! 4-3 in favor of the Connecticut Sun, and 9:05 left in the first. Everybody that's in here, this is old school radio play-by-play. We hope you enjoy it. LeCan off to the left. Dump low left to Brittany Griner, guarded by Leah Boston. Griner with a spin, baseline, shoots it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Billings. Outlet pass, Caitlin Clark on the fly, all the way to the hole, lays it in. Caitlin Clark 5 and Connecticut 4. 8:45 left in the opening quarter. LeCan brings it up. If you're leaving us, just drop us a like and say that you were here. Aaliyah Edwards off to the left. She takes a three, hits it from the left wing. 7-5, Connecticut back in front. And 8:25 left in the opening quarter. This time Aaliyah Boston brings it up herself. Met by Brittany Griner in the front court. Boston on the drive, left baseline. On the cut is Kelsey Mitchell. She fumbled it, and it's stolen by Rivers. Back comes Connecticut on the push. Saniya Rivers in the front court. Stops. Out front is Miller. Bounce pass is kicked. So Connecticut will reset with 16 on the shot clock. First of two that we have for you tonight. Clark Goodlow is with us. Rat Night 101 is with us. And Connecticut gets a basket underneath by Layla LeCan, and it's 9-5 in favor of Connecticut. Caitlin Clark in the front court. Clark off to the left, picks up her dribble, finds Aaliyah Boston, right wing. On the cut is Kelsey Mitchell. On the drive, in the lane, lost the ball out of bounds. Second turnover against Kelsey Mitchell, who had a big turnover on Thursday against Chicago, which led to Skylar Diggins hitting the tying three-point field goal to send it to overtime. Connecticut yet to turn the ball over. Indiana's defense has got to get right throughout the course of the season. LeCan off to the left, 20-footer right of the key, good. 11-5, Connecticut with the lead. This is what happened last August. I said September by mistake. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Clark dribbling off to the right, out front of Leah Boston. Boston on the attack, right of the lane. Bumps into Griner, and a foul on Brittany Griner. That's her first and the first team foul. If you want to beat Connecticut, you've got to get Brittany Griner in foul trouble and off the floor. Gotta get her off. You gotta get her off her game. In play to Caitlin Clark. Clark on the drive in the lane, whips out to the corner for Billings on the drive in from the left, throws the shot up. Nope, rebound Brittany Griner. Stolen by Lexi Hall. Out front, Boston, a straight on three. Splash! 11-8, under 7 to go in the first quarter. Saniya Rivers back the other way. Rivers outside left. Works off the Griner screen. Has it top of the circle. Finds LeCan on the drive in the lane. Shovel past Griner. Baseline jump. Good from the left. 13-8. Connecticut leads. And 6:39 for the quarter. Here comes Caitlin Clark on the fly. Dribbles baseline. Underneath Lexi Hall. Shoots it up. Nope. Rebound Edwards. Diamond Miller back the other way. Miller takes the left of the lane jumper. Nope. Rebound Brittany Griner. Loose ball foul on Brittany Griner. And that'll be her second. That was Diamond Miller who took that shot. (13-8), Connecticut with the lead. And 6:24 left in the first. And just as I say that they have to get Griner off the floor, she's playing immediately with two fouls. Caitlin Clark off to the left. Clark backs up, 3-ball left corner, splash! She's got 8 of their 10, and it's 13-11. Right back comes LeCan. She fumbled it out of bounds. Connecticut turns it over. Olivia Nelson-Ododa is now in, along with rookie Charlize Ledger-Walker from UCLA. Caitlin Clark sitting on 8 points out of the gate. Here's Mitchell. She backs up for 3. Splash! Indiana's hit 3 3-point field goals, and they lead 14-13 and 5:44 left in the quarter. And we get a whistle out front. Foul charge to Lexi Hall. Charlize Ledger-Walker now on for the Connecticut Sun. Kelsey Mitchell had a good game on Thursday, but I mentioned that turnover. They got to cut down the turnovers. Walker back to Rivers. Rivers on the drive to the right. Bounce pass underneath to Nelson Ododa. Her hook shot is missed. Rebound taken down by Diamond Miller. Back outside Rivers. On the right side, Edwards, and they throw it out of bounds, but a foul is called underneath on Monique Billings. That'll be her first, and the first team foul. Callie Greenshields is with us. How you doing, Callie? Clark Goodlow coming to us from Sacramento, California, home to the Kings, the Sacramento State Hornets, the old Arco Arena. I've seen that place. A bounce pass in play to Miller. Miller backs in on Billings. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Short. Rebound tip. Caitlin Clark comes out with it. Fever look to extend on the lead. Caitlin Clark off to the right. Clark with a scissor dribble. On the drive right of the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Boston. Back out to Billings. On the drive in the lane in on Ododa. Lays it up. Nope, but a foul called on Olivia Nelson Ododa. And Monique Billings shoots two. This is the first time for a stream that I did that I had so many people waiting. But I thank everybody, even if you didn't stick around for the whole broadcast, I thank you for coming in. Free throw good for Monique Billings. 15-13 our score, and 5:16 left in the first. Another key to tonight's game, Indiana's got to hit their free throws. What do you guys think is the key to a win for the Fever tonight? Let me know in the chat. Billings gives the ball a spin, shoots the second one. Good. Indiana by 3. 16-13. And now we have Maisha Hines-Allen on the floor now as Indiana decides to go with the Twin Towers. Diamond Miller is now out as Anissa Morrow is now in for Connecticut. Rivers on the left wing. Rivers on the drive to the top of the circle, picks up her dribble, finds Ledger Walker with a wraparound dribble against Lexi Hall. Back out front, Diamond Miller. Miller with a fake dump pass low to Nelson Ododa. Spins on Boston and shoots it in left of the lane. 16-15, under 5 to go in the first. Caitlin Clark in the front court. Caitlin Clark leans over the dribble, guarded by Diamond Miller in a switch. They got a mismatch here somewhere if they look for it. Out front, Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the drive, in from the left, lays it in with a reverse. Aaliyah Boston with her first bucket. 18-15, Indiana by 3, 4.5 of the first. Charlize Ledger Walker plays it to Nelson Ododa. Now to Saniya Rivers. Rivers on the drive, in the lane, lays it up, no good. Aaliyah Boston a rebound. Nelson Ododa tried to come up with a steal. Didn't. It's out of bounds. It'll belong to the Indiana Fever after this timeout. 4:23 remaining in the first quarter. Your score, the Indiana Fever 18 and the Connecticut Sun 15. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters? It's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Caitlin Clark has 8 points out of the gate for the Indiana Fever to lead all scorers. And Indiana is 4 for 4 from three-point land. The Sun is 6 of 11 from the field, 1 for 1 from distance. They have 5 assists. Indiana with 4 assists. Aaliyah Boston is out for this stretch. Kelsey Mitchell brings it up. Mitchell in the front court. Sophie Cunningham is back after an injury. Mitchell dribbles left of the key. On the drive in the lane. Circles, finds Caitlin Clark. Back to Mitchell, top of the circle. Mitchell with a fake. 6 on the clock. Mitchell on the drive in the lane. Scoop layup is in. Kelsey Mitchell with 4. And the lead is 5. 20-15 and 4 minutes for the first. Ledger Walker at the controls. It's Diamond Miller, Anissa Morrow, Olivia Nessel-Nadota, Charlize Ledger Walker, and Kennedy Burke. Burke down low, out to Morrow for 3. Rebound Billings. Billings, Cunningham, Clark, Mitchell, and Maisha Hines-Allen, who's in for the first time. Here's a Clark 3. Short that time. Rebound Morrow. 5-point Indiana lead, 3:30 for the first. Charlize Ledger Walker outside left, dumps it immediately into Nelson O'Dota. Her hook shot in the lane rolls in. And the lead is down to 3, 20-17 and 3:20 for the first. Caitlin Clark back the other way, outside right, hands to Sophie Cunningham. They missed her on Thursday, even though they pulled out the win. Hines-Allen picks up the dribble, finds Mitchell on the attack, bounce pass to Billings right of the lane. Billings with a fake, turnaround shot, good in the lane. Monique Billings with 4, and the lead is 5, 22-17, 3 minutes left in the first. Anissa Morrow on the attack. Morrow throws up a shot left of the lane. No good. Nelson O'Dota the rebound. Pulls her way in the lane and shoots it up. No good. Sophie Cunningham the one-handed pickoff. Caitlin Clark back the other way. Clark with a wraparound dribble. Immediately trapped. Picks up her dribble. Plays it right side to Mitchell. Mitchell with a scissor dribble. Right wing. Mitchell on the drive. Had it poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Indiana. They'll have 10 on the shot clock. And 2:38 left in the first. We got a good amount of people in here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. Support our mission with a Cash App donation to $Tallman Dr. K50. And if you can, drop us a super chat or a PayPal donation to keep us going. Caitlin Clark to pull the trigger. Foul line extended right in play to Hines-Allen. Back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark a standing dribble. 5 to shoot. Here's a 3 by Raven Johnson. Splash! Raymond Johnson gets her first 3, and Indiana 5 out of 5 from distance. They lead by 8 and 2:20 for the first. Anissa Morrow outside left, runs into Billings, lost the ball, able to gather in. Morrow on the drive, reverse layup is in. 25-19. They throw the other way, and Sophie Cunningham couldn't control the pass. She stepped out of bounds. And the ball will belong to Connecticut. That's 5 turnovers against Indiana in the first quarter. Kennedy Burke got her first basket. 4 turnovers against Indiana. Ledger Walker plays it to Layla LeCan, who's back on the floor, and a foul called on Raven Johnson out front. That's the first on Johnson, 3 on Indiana. .154 left in the first. Layla LeCan will pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. Still looking. Lobs it in play to Nelson O'Dota. Nelson O'Dota on the drive. In on Billings, shoots it in. She's got 6. 25-21. Indiana back the other way. 1:45 left in the first. Oh, what a pass to Billings. She scoops it in. Give the assist to Caitlin Clark on a pass that nobody saw except Monique Billings. Lead back up to 6. Back comes Anissa Morrow the other way. She goes up on Maisha Hines-Allen. Lays it up no good, but a foul called on Maisha Hines-Allen. That's her first. And Anissa Morrow will shoot a pair. Let's stay active in the chat, folks, no matter how you're watching via YouTube or Twitch, or if you're listening to us, you can text us at 812-727-8115. Morrow's free throw is good. It's a 5-point lead. 27-22. Michaela Timpson now in. Caitlin Clark gets a breather. And for those of you who think Caitlin Clark is getting load managed, try again. Kennedy Burke tries the second one. Good. That was Burke who hit 2 free throws. 27-23. 1:30 for the first. Raven Johnson back the other way against Charlize Ledger-Walker. Back to Mitchell. Hines Allen on the cut is Timpson. She lost the ball. Ledger-Walker the steal. Charlize Ledger-Walker back the other way. Ledger-Walker, top of the circle, had her pass deflected. Over the top pass into Anissa Morrow. She hooks it in off the glass. 27-25. It's a 2-point Indiana lead. Timpson has it out front, nearly traveled. Gives it back to Raven Johnson. 1 minute to go in the first. A handoff to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell assists a dribble, takes the 3 from the left wing. Not that time. Rebound, Raven Johnson. They'll get a fresh 14. Out front, Hines Allen. Right side, Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. In from the right. Bounce pass, KK Simpson. She goes up, scores, and draws the foul. So KK Timpson with a shot to give Indiana, I believe, only their second 30-point first quarter of the season. Look at Kelsey Mitchell got poked in the eye on the way by, but she was able to dish it off. And Timpson got the bucket and a chance for 3. Timpson, the second-year player from Florida State, gets ready, offers the free throw. Rebound, Nelson Odota. So the lead stays at 4, 40 seconds left in the first. Charlize Ledger-Walker, the rookie from UCLA, is in the front court, finds Nelson Odota off to the right. Olivia Nelson Odota picks up her dribble, pressured by Timpson. Nelson Odota with nowhere to go, comes back out front to Anissa Morrow. Anissa Morrow on the drive, right of the lane, all the way underneath, lays it in. She's got 6. 29-27. It's a 2-point Indiana lead. They've led by as many as 8. This is a 10-4 run by Connecticut to close things out. There is no shot clock. Kelsey Mitchell deep on the left wing. Mitchell beats everybody on the drive to the hole. Scoop shot. Nope. Rebound is tapped away, but a foul is called with 7 seconds left in the first. And Kelsey Mitchell will shoot a pair. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is with us. Happy Saturday to you. Callie Greenshield says consistency over 4 quarters. Absolutely. And that's all the way around. Kelsey Mitchell, in her 8th year out of Ohio State, offers the first free throw short. And what I've begun to tell with Kelsey Mitchell, she tries to put a lot of arc on her free throws, and sometimes they come up short. Saniya Rivers now back in. So a chance to make this a 3-point lead. Mitchell's free throw is good. So it's 30-27, only their second 30-point first quarter. Rivers flying the other way. Rivers on the drive, in the lane. Bank shot is good. With 0.4 of a second left in the first, they get it across to Cunningham. She lets one go, and it would have counted. But that was a 2-point field goal attempt. It's no good. It's good to see Sophie Cunningham back on the floor. We're done with 1, and your score is the Indiana Fever 30, the Connecticut Sun 29. We'll be back with the second quarter after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green, That's how I become a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Ready for the second quarter? Hope y'all are too. It's 30-29 in favor of the Indiana Fever, who came out with hot shooting in the first quarter. They went 5 out of 7 from three-point land, which is the identity of the Indiana Fever. They want to beat you from the outside, but they do have some very capable bigs, Aaliyah Boston being one, Maisha Hines-Allen being another, KK Timpson, that can also beat you on the inside. Olivia Nelson-Ododa is going to be a problem for Indiana if they don't find a way to keep her under control. She's got 6 points, 3 of 5 from the field, along with 2 rebounds. Indiana will start the second quarter with the ball. Caitlin Clark is back in, and Connecticut will show pressure as Clark will pull the trigger. It's Clark, Boston, Mitchell. So the big three is in. Timpson and Sophie Cunningham. So a hybrid lineup for Coach Stephanie White. Boston on the move to the right finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell out front finds Caitlin Clark. 3-ball right wing. Rebound Morrow. Stolen by Timpson. Back to Caitlin Clark. Outside right, Mitchell for threes. Nope. That took a left turn out of bounds. It looked online when it left her hands, but it's out of bounds to the Connecticut Sun, and they have a chance to get their first lead of the contest. Caitlin Clark leads all with 8 points. Saniya Rivers has it this time. Over the top to Nelson-Ododa. Bulls her way in on Timpson, goes up, scores, and Connecticut leads for the first time tonight, 31-30, 9:15 for the opening quarter. They go over the top into Boston. Bulls her way in on Nelson-Ododa. Lays it up no good. Anissa Morrow the rebound. Connecticut ball up 1. 9:05 left in the half. Saniya Rivers off to the right. The second-year veteran from North Carolina State picks up her dribble in the right corner. Plays it out front to Morrow. A 3 from the left wing. Short. Rebound Timpson, the one-handed pickoff. Indiana looks for the lead. A Clark 3. Wouldn't you know it? She hit it, but a whistle was blown first, and the foul is charged to Morrow. Your Indiana lineup, Boston, Mitchell, Clark, Timpson, and Cunningham. Your Connecticut lineup, Rivers, LeCan, Morrow, Nelson-Ododa, and Kennedy Burke. Clark to come in, foul line extended left, in play to Mitchell, back to Clark. Clark has it on the drive, in from the right, all the way, scoop shot is in. Caitlin Clark with 10, and the lead is 1 for the Indiana Fever, 32-31, and 8:40 remaining in the first half. Saniya Rivers off to the right. Out front, Nelson-Ododa. Dump pass low for Anissa Morrow. She gets free, blocked by Timpson. Morrow gets it back. Her shot's blocked by Cunningham. Timpson can't control the rebound. Now she does. Indiana ball up 1. And 8:23 left in the first half. Outside, Boston for 3. Short. Rebound, Boston. Back to Cunningham. Back to Boston on the left wing. Fakes the pass, starts to dribble, kills it, finds Caitlin Clark, back to Boston, 10-footer in the lane. Rebound, tip, down to Timpson. They'll get a third try. Out to Mitchell, a left corner three, short. Rebound, Nelson Odota. You can't waste opportunities like that. 32-31, Indiana by 1, 7:50 for the half. Layla LeCan in the front court. Dumps it low to Kennedy Burke. Burke burls away in the lane and shoots it in, and a foul. You can't waste chances like that if you're Indiana. So I got a picture from Callie Greenshields, and her little dog Cafe is watching. So a shout to our four-legged friend Cafe, and in memory of my four-legged friend Lucy. Lucy, Daddy's doing it for you. Kennedy Burke to try to put Connecticut up 2, and she does. 34-32. Connecticut by a pair. 7:45 left in the half. Kelsey Mitchell, front court to the left. Mitchell leans over the dribble, out front of Leah Boston. They're holding Caitlin Clark, and nothing's called. Here she comes on the drive in the lane. Her shot blocked by Rivers, cleared by Burke. Burke back the other way for Connecticut, right to left. Kennedy Burke, front court to the right. Bounce pass out front to Aaliyah Edwards. I beg your pardon. I didn't recognize the number. I apologize. Here comes LeCan on the drive, in from the left. That ball was stripped, taken away by Caitlin Clark. Clark back the other way. In the front court, finds Mitchell, back to Clark, fakes, backs to Mitchell. Mitchell drives in from the left corner, all the way to the hoop and scoops it up and in. Tie game at 34. 6:55 left in the first half. Lexi Hall set to come back for the Indiana Fever. LeCan with a bounce pass to Nelson Odota. Bulls are away in the lane again. The lefty scoop is missed. Rebound tipped and a loose ball foul against the Indiana Fever. And Callie, thank you for the picture of Cafe that you sent me. At least they were getting rebounds. This is true. Have less turnovers for 4 quarters. Yes, I agree at Callie Greenshields. Yeah, gotta be consistent. You can't get out to a big lead like they've done the last 2 times and then fritter it away only to have a close game. Nelson Odota to the free throw line. Her first one here, no good. But she'll have another shot to put Connecticut in front. 34 apiece. I beg your pardon. 6:43 for the half. 8 points tonight for Olivia Nelson Odota, exceeding her season point total. The second attempt is no good. Rebound comes down to Aaliyah Boston. Now Indiana looks for the lead. Boston brings it up the other way. Boston in the front court finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell straight on against Rivers. Now to Aaliyah Boston. They're trying to get Caitlin Clark off a screen. They can't get it to her, and now a foul called on Layla LeCan. She's looking for an offensive foul. She's not going to get the call. No weak game, says Clark Goodlow. Absolutely right. There's not a night off. Charlize Ledger-Walker back in for the Connecticut Sun. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Clark backs up. A 3 on the way. Rebound Rivers. Now they're starting to miss a lot from three-point land. Rivers back the other way. Connecticut looks for the lead. Here comes Rivers. 15-footer. Good from the left. Connecticut by a pair. 36-34 and 6 minutes left in the first half. Caitlin Clark back the other way. Chased by LeCan. Clark in the front court. A deep 3. Not that time, but a foul called on LeCan. That's her second and the team's third. 36-34. The Connecticut Sun lead by 2, and we're at a timeout. 5:56 remaining in the first half. 36-34. Connecticut by a pair. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
6 turnovers for Indiana has led to 10 Connecticut points, and that's why they're in front. And they have the ball. It's LeCan on the move to the right, chasing a double team, dumps it low to Ledger Walker, backs in on KK Timpson, and lost it out of bounds. Indiana has possession with 5:42 left in the first half. It's Reagan Beers that's in the ball game right now, and not Ledger Walker. My mistake. So it's Edwards, Rivers, LeCan, Reagan Beers, and Nell and Gloma, as Indiana looks to tie or get the lead with a long one. Austin out front on the drive, in on Reagan Beers, throws the shot up and in. Aaliyah Boston with 6, and we have a tie game, 36 apiece and 5:20 for the half. Aaliyah Boston has 7. Layla LeCan out front. Leans over the dribble against Kelsey Mitchell. LeCan, starter step dribble, 3-point stripe. Bounce pass out front to Aaliyah Edwards. Her foul line jumper is short. Rebound, Timpson. Indiana looks for the lead. Caitlin Clark on the fly. Clark on the drive, right of the lane. Backs up, 3-point stripe, guarded by Saniya Rivers with a scissor dribble. 13 to shoot. Now the lane opens up. Dump pass, Timpson. Back out, Lexi Hall. Hall on the drive. Lost the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds, now 2. Boston out front. Takes a long 3, and it's an air ball, and just what we saw in Chicago. It's a 24-second violation, but before any of that, we had a foul call. The foul is charged to Aaliyah Edwards. Got 51 people watching us tonight. 50 in the Snowman Multimedia YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leah Boston to the free throw line. First one here, no good. Brittany Griner and Diamond Miller will come back for Connecticut. And there was a clock issue. Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line. Second attempt here. So she gets 3 free throws off that missed 3-point shot, and she's missed her first 2. She's usually reliable, about 74% from the free throw line. score to give Indiana the lead, and she does not. She missed all three. Aaliyah Edwards the rebound. Now Connecticut looks to get back in front. Layla can on the move. The front court on the drive from the left. Dump pad one there. 6 all. This game is slowed to a crawl. Allison Moran is with us, one of my partners in crime on the Friday Snowman in the morning. Clark has it out front. We get an offensive foul on Kelsey Mitchell. And White will not challenge. There has not been a challenged call yet in this ball game. Again, Connecticut looks to go back in front. Here's LeCan with a bounce pass out front to Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards gives it to Diamond Miller. She takes the three, and she missed it. Rebound tip to Aaliyah Boston. Outlet pass, Caitlin Clark. A wraparound dribble. Clark beats everybody. Feeds it left corner to Lexi Hall. Hall has it on the drive. Bounce pass, Caitlin Clark. Clark on the drive, in from the left. All the way. Reverse layup is in. Caitlin Clark with 12, and Indiana back in front after a long while. 38-36. 3:49 left in the first half. Aaliyah Edwards places to Brittany Griner out front. Now Layla LeCan has it on the left wing. LeCan has it on the drive and on Boston. Over the top end to Griner. Her right-handed hook shot rolls out. Rebound Aaliyah Boston. Boston brings it up herself. 2-point lead for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston has it on the drive. Picks up the dribble. Looking for help. Finds Caitlin Clark, who is chased. Caitlin Clark out front. Stutter step dribble. 10 on the clock. Clark at the controls, picks it up, finds Kelsey Mitchell on the drive, in from the right, circles the wagons, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot, a 3 from the right corner, splash! As the shot clock went dead. Wow! So not only do they get points, they get 3. And timeout called by Connecticut. Kelsey Mitchell circled the lane for a couple of seconds to get around Brittany Griner, and as soon as Aaliyah Boston set the screen, popped out to the corner and banged home a 3. We have time on the floor. 3:10 remaining in the second quarter, and your score is the Indiana Fever 41 and the Connecticut Sun 36. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. And Allison, I hope I'm doing one of your heroes proud in Jim Durham.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Coming up at the half, it's that halftime report brought to you by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. Indiana leads by 5, 41-36. They've trailed for a good bulk of the second quarter. And Kelsey Mitchell, who just hit a 3 before we went to break, just as the shot clock went dead, extended the lead to 5. And Mitchell had a look on her face, headed to the bench going, how did I do that? 41-36, Indiana by 5. Ledger Walker back the other way in the front court, finds Brittany Griner. Hand off to Aaliyah Edwards, or Diamond Miller, I beg your pardon. Miller throws it out of bounds. And Charlize Ledger Walker's looking for a review. The referees are discussing it. It looked like Ledger Walker threw it out of bounds. But we're going to have a review to take a look at this. It's either going to be Connecticut ball or it's going to be Indiana ball off of a turnover. And the coach is going to take a look at it. Angel Bogar says, go Fever. Michael Scott is with us. Show looks great, Snowman. Thank you very much. Sick Diggy says, nice tie. Snowman looking sharp. This is going to be my uniform from now on when I do games, folks. I keep saying it. I keep hinting at it. I did it for one game of the World Championship Series, and I need to be more consistent. Callie Greenshields talked about it with me offline so many times over during last year's, saying be consistent with everything. So that's what I'm doing. I'm being consistent with everything. They're taking a look at the play to see who gets possession of the ball. The call on the floor is Indiana basketball, and we're inside of the Commissioner's Cup, and that should be Connecticut ball because it looked like Kelsey Mitchell, who came flying in, deflected. It should be Connecticut ball because Kelsey Mitchell deflected it out of bounds before Ledger Walker could get to it. Good play by Kelsey Mitchell jumping into the passing lane. You know what I love about women's basketball, and I've loved this for many, many, many years? It could be the craziest game. Yeah, they're going to award this to Connecticut. It should be, and it is Connecticut ball. But you just see the athletes, and I've worked with a lot of student athletes over the course of the years, smiling. They are just overjoyed. The girls are just overjoyed, and the women are just overjoyed to play this game. That's why I love covering it. 2:59 left in the half. Fever 41, Sun 36. It's Clark, Hall, Billings, Mitchell, and Boston. So starters on the floor for Indiana. For the Sun, Diamond Miller, Brittany Griner, Anissa Morrow, Nell Angloma, and Charlize Ledger Walker. Ledger Walker, the rookie from UCLA. Full suit or shorts on the bottom? I'd rather not answer that. I will say this, Callie. Full suit. Although the bottom is jeans and not suit pants. I don't have any suit pants yet. I've lost so much weight. I don't have any that fit. In play tomorrow. Fakes the handoff, gives it to Ledger Walker on the move to the left. And a foul called underneath on Monique Billings. That's her. Or did they give it to Boston? Yeah, they gave it to Boston. They sure did. They gave it to Aaliyah Boston. That's her second. So Aaliyah's got to be careful. Ledger Walker on the move to the right. 2:50 for the half. Over the top end to Griner. A lefty hook. Missed. Rebound tip. Comes down to Billings. Outlet to Clark. Now to Billings. To the right corner. A Hall three. Not that time. Rebound Billings. Looking for a foul. Not going to get the call. And now they are going to get the call. 2:36 left in the first half. Diamond Miller with a loose ball foul. Saniya Rivers will come in for Nell Angloma. Angloma wearing number 33 for the Connecticut Sun. We're going to do a lot more WNBA games beginning this week and leading into the All-Star break. And Allison, I owe you a favor. Mitchell out front now. Mitchell, a three-pointer from the left corner. No good. Rebound, Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall hands it back to Caitlin Clark. On the drive, left baseline. Bounced it out of bounds off of Ledger Walker. But yeah, this is the look that I want to present. I want to present a professional look every time I'm on the air. In play to Mitchell, on the fly, to the hole, scoops it in. Kelsey Mitchell with 13. And the lead is 7, 43-36. Indiana's biggest lead has been 8. 9-0 run for the Indiana Fever in the last 3:17. Saniya Rivers out front. Rivers works off the Morrill screen. Morrill gets it back after the ball was loose momentarily. Now hands it off to Diamond Miller. Miller on the drive in the lane. Her shot's blocked. Ball on the floor. Comes out to Mitchell. It's a 7-point Indiana lead. Over the top, Lexi Hall. Hall has it in the right corner. Hands it to Mitchell. Mitchell fakes. Takes the three from the right wing. Rebound, Lexi Hall. They'll try it again. Hall backs up. Gives it to Caitlin Clark. A bullet pass to Billings. Billings fakes, goes up, nope, foul called. And Monique Billings shoots a pair. 7th offensive rebound for the Indiana Fever. Hope you all come back for the second game that we have of tonight's doubleheader. It's going to be on a separate stream and a separate broadcast for our radio audience. And that's Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series. Monique Billings to the free throw line. Billings' first one, got it. 44-36. Layla LeCan and Kennedy Burke come back. The Lynx and the Las Vegas Aces play tonight. That's at 8. On Monday, it's Vegas and Dallas for the third time in 10 days. And then the Sparks and Golden State Monday at 10. Second attempt is good. And Indiana has their biggest lead at 9, 45-36. Indiana 5 out of 10 from the line tonight. They've got to make some more free throws. LeCan has it on the push. Out tomorrow, a three-pointer from the right wing. Rimming, no. Rebound, Billings. Billings comes out on the dribble, leaves it for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark on the move in the front court. A bounce pass to Mitchell. Reverse layup missed, but a foul is called, and Mitchell shoots 2 with 1:11 remaining in the first half. Layla LeCan picks up the foul. And for LeCan, that's her second foul. Clark Goodlow says, that's great, Snowman. The W is amazing this year. Yeah, and I've always wanted to do more. I just got to fit it. No, I have to schedule it because my wife taught me a very important lesson, and I think Callie heard me say this last year. Mitchell's free throw, got it. She's got 14. If it ain't on the calendar, it doesn't exist. Mitchell again. Got it. She's got 15. And Indiana has the biggest lead at 11. This is a 13-0 run in the last 4 minutes. LeCan off to the left. Out front is Kennedy Burke. Burke against Lexi Hall. Has it to Anissa Morrow. Back out to Rivers. Rivers dumps it low for Griner. Griner bulls her way in and shoots it up and in. That ends the run. 47-38. It's a 9-point Indiana lead. You don't want to give away a lead like this, just like you did against Chicago. And LeCan comes up with a steal as I say that. LeCan on the push in the front court. Clark has got to limit her turnovers. And now Hall took it back, but LeCan gathers it in. Burke has a three-point stripe. On the right wing of Saniya Rivers. Low right Griner. Had it tipped away from Boston. Griner has it. Gives it back to Rivers. 7 on the clock. Rivers has it, trapped in the right corner, and a jump ball with Kelsey Mitchell. Man, Caitlin Clark has got to cut the turnovers down. I know she's so excited to be back on the floor. On the go with CeeLo. CeeLo, my man, is in the house with us. If you want to know everything about racing, not only do you contact the big dog, you go to On the Go with CeeLo. Go to that channel. 4:10 on the shot clock, and we have a clock issue. And they're going to reset the clock right now. .3 seconds left in the first half. Indiana 47, Connecticut 38. CeeLo says, here comes a redirect. Bring it on. Everybody that comes in, make sure you shout out where you are watching and or listening from. In Saniya Rivers, a 3-try from the left. Rebound LeCan, and they'll kill the clock. One more possession for the half. Got to get the rebounds. LeCan straight on between the rings. LeCan off to the right. Picks up her dribble. 4 seconds. Bounce pass to Griner. Fadeaway shot right wing. Nope. Rebound tip to Billings, and that's the half. And the Indiana Fever will take a 9-point lead into the half. Good first half by the Indiana Fever. They get 30 in the first quarter. They lead by only 1, but they lead by 9 right now, outscoring the Connecticut Sun 17-9 in the second quarter. We'll take an extended break, and when we come back, we'll have all the stats, facts, and figures of the first half, and we're getting you warmed up for Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series. It'll be on a separate broadcast. It's a separate YouTube link, so join me there after this game completes. Halftime, your score, Indiana 47, Connecticut 38. We'll be back with our halftime activities after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, right side, commanders. Where my soldiers, left side.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
It would help if I turned the microphone on. Fever 47, Connecticut 38. But I have two disturbing stats before we go over the rest of the stats of the first half. Indiana has 8 turnovers in the first half. Connecticut has only 2. And Connecticut has 19 points off of their bench. Indiana has only 5. And even given all that, Indiana is up by 9 at the half. Let's take a look at our first half stats, and they look this way. Indiana 17 of 32 from the floor, 53%, 6 of 16 from distance. They went 1 for 15 after they hit their first 5 3-point field goals, and they were 5-5 midway through the second quarter. 7 of 12 from the free throw line. That's another disturbing stat to me because it's free points. It's free points. Aaliyah Boston missed 3 free throws after getting fouled at the last second on a 3-point attempt. You got to take advantage of those. You got to take advantage with the free throws. I lost my train of thought for a moment. They were led by Kelsey Mitchell, who had 15 points. She was 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from distance. Lexi Hall played but did not score. Caitlin Clark played 18 minutes, had 12 points. She was 2 of 5 from distance. Monique Billings 8, Aaliyah Boston 7. And off the bench, KK Timpson had a pair, and Raven Johnson hit a 3. And I think that's going to play a big difference. The bench needs to get involved. The bench mob needs to get involved for the Indiana Fever. Balanced scoring for Connecticut tonight. They were led by Olivia Nelson-Ododa, who finished with 8 points in the first half. Kennedy Burke had 7. And then Anissa Morrow, Layla Lacan, Saniya Rivers, Brittany Griner, and Aaliyah Edwards all had 4 points. And Diamond Miller had 3 points. Connecticut getting 2 of their big pieces back in Brittany Griner and Anissa Morrow, who were both out with injuries the last couple of games. And I forgot to switch this, and I apologize for that. What do you guys think of the studio? Should I be a little closer? Should I get rid of the desk? Tell me what you got. Tell me what you guys think, because I want to experiment with this set right here, the set that you see on your screen. But they got to get some production. The Indiana has got to get some production off of the bench. That means Grace Van Sluten, Damaris Dantas, Ty Harris, Justine Passant, who is out with an injury right now, and Bree Hall. Maisha Hines-Allen played but didn't score. And Sophie Cunningham played 8 minutes but didn't score. Fever need to play Raven Johnson more often. Steph White needs to get bench more involved. I totally agree. The bench mob has got to produce for the Indiana Fever because they should be pulling away right now. Instead, they're leading by only 9, 47-38. That's that halftime show presented in part by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And I'm going to need the fuel because I got a second game tonight. So after this stream completes, we'll immediately sign off. And if you look on the Snowman Multimedia YouTube page, you will see the second stream we got ready. It's Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Will the Knicks close it out tonight? I want y'all to make your pick in the chat. Also, will the Fever close this game out tonight, or will we have another barn burner like we've had with the last two? Let me know down below. Second half on the way after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central on the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, right side, commanders. Where my soldiers, left side.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
We're ready to begin the third quarter. Brian Snow here with you as the Fever take a 9-point lead into the second half, 47-38. I want to shout out one of my best friends, Stacy Jones of AB&J Travel, joining us this evening. And your lineup for the Indiana Fever: Monique Billings, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, and Caitlin Clark. For the Connecticut Sun: Diamond Miller, Brittany Griner, Saniya Rivers, Layla LeCan, and Ashlyn Jackson. So Jackson will start the second half. We'll keep our eye on that. Indiana ball right to left, red tops, red bottoms, white numbers, and lettering. Aaliyah Boston has it in the front court, works her way left, hands it to Caitlin Clark, chased by Layla LeCan. Caitlin Clark off the Boston screen, accelerates down the lane, runs into Griner, bounce pass underneath, stolen by LeCan. Third turnover for Caitlin Clark. Looking for Aaliyah Boston. Now they find Saniya Rivers. She backs up for three and hits it. A turnover that turns into points. 15 points off turnovers for Connecticut, and they're back to within 6, 47-41. Aaliyah Boston has it off to the left. Fakes the handoff to Lexi Hall, fakes it to Clark. Now Clark has it on the drive, right of the lane. 6 to shoot. Clark backs in on LeCan. Fadeaway shot right of the lane. Got it! What a shot by Caitlin Clark. She's got 14. And the lead is 8, 49-41, with a minute gone in the third. Layla LeCan brings it up. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for Caitlin Clark. LeCan, right baseline, comes up shooting short. Rebound out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. Clark Goodlow is with us. On the go with CeeLo is with us. High Level Media is with us down in North Carolina. Thank you, everybody, for tuning us in tonight. It's the first of 2 that we have for you. And I'll mention again, 2 separate streams, so hang out with us. Kelsey Mitchell has it right wing, guarded by Diamond Miller. Mitchell backs up for 3. Billings the rebound. They'll get a fresh 14. Billings on the drive, in the lane. Scoop layup is in. Indiana goes up by 10. Monique Billings with 6 in the game. 8th offensive rebound for the Indiana Fever. Here's a 3 by Saniya Rivers. No good. Lexi Hall comes out on the run. Lexi Hall on the push. Front court to the left. Picks up the dribble. Finds Billings with a fake. Swings in the lane. Finds Aaliyah Boston. Her right-handed hook. Rims out. Brittany Griner the rebound. That would have led to a timeout, I think. Saniya Rivers brings it up. Rivers back the other way. Front court to the left. Griner sets the screen. Rivers doesn't use it. Gives it back to Griner. Right corner, Layla LeCan for 3. Yep. Oh, man, chance to extend on a double-digit lead, and they can't do it. 51-44, Indiana by 7, 7:40 for the third. Caitlin Clark has it this time. She shoots for three. Splash! 17 for Caitlin Clark. And the lead is 10, 54-44, and 7.5 remaining in the third. A bounce pass to Brittany Griner. It was almost picked off by Caitlin Clark. When is Grace going to play? Grace Van Sluten. I wish I had an answer for you, Callie. I really wish I had an answer. Layla LeCan has it out front, 10 on the clock. LeCan leans over the dribble on the move left. Wrap around dribble, feeds it back outside. Here's a three by Aaliyah Edwards is in. 54-47, lead back down 2-7. Caitlin Clark nearly turned the ball over again, able to get it. Bounce pass Billings, left corner Mitchell. That's a three, in and out. Rebound Aaliyah Edwards. And now Connecticut with a chance to cut it to 5 or 4 with a long one. Saniya Rivers back the other way. Rivers scissor dribble front court to the right. Out front, Aaliyah Edwards. On the left wing is Diamond Miller. Miller on the drive. Circles the wagons underneath. Comes back out. And Kelsey Mitchell the steal. Mitchell back the other way. Fakes on Rivers. Accelerates down the lane. Throws the shot up. Nope, but a foul called on Saniya Rivers. And Kelsey Mitchell shoots two. Saw Grace Van Sluten in the preseason and a couple of early games, but nothing since. Saw Justine Passat the same way, same time. When everybody gets healthy for Indiana, they are going to be dynamite. Saniya Rivers with her second foul. Kelsey Mitchell to the free throw line. 6:38 left in the third. The free throw is no good. So a chance to bring this lead to 8. And again, missed free throws. The last 3 games, the Fever have missed a lot of free throws. Remember, Caitlin Clark missed 2 in Washington, but then hit the game-winning 3. Mitchell splits a pair. The lead is 8, 55-47, 6:35 left in the third. Layla LeCan brings it up, guarded by Caitlin Clark. LeCan accelerates right of the lane, runs into Lexi Hall and backs out, gives it to Aaliyah Edwards. Edwards fakes, gives it back to LeCan. Bounce pass to Edwards in the lane. Back out to Rivers, right wing. Rivers holds at the foul line, gives it to Griner. Back to Rivers. She takes the 3. Missed it at the shot clock horn. Rebound Aaliyah Boston. Caitlin Clark on the push. Clark in the front court. Scissor dribble against Rivers. Picks up her dribble. Think she picked it up too soon. But she does the smart thing and calls a timeout. And she realized she made a mistake and picked up her dribble too early. So we have a timeout on the floor. 6:03 remaining in the third quarter. And your score is the Indiana Fever 55 and the Connecticut Sun 47. And I'm being told to go to a break. Are we going to go to a break? Yes, we're going to go to a break. 6:23 for the third. Fever 55, Sun 47. Back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Kelsey Mitchell averaging 20.4 points per game. Coming into tonight, she's got 16, and she's 5 of 12 from the field, and Indiana keeps the 8-point lead, 55-47. They'll have possession after the timeout. And Mitchell did a good job boxing out the last trip down. Clark to come in, foul line extended left, on the bounce into Mitchell. Mitchell outside left, on the drive, left of the lane, and we get a whistle. That foul is charged to Diamond Miller, and that's 2 on Miller. Clark again to come in. On the bounce to Mitchell. Hands to Clark. 10 to shoot. Caitlin Clark scissor dribble off to the right. Caitlin Clark picks up the dribble, dumps it to Billings, out to Hull, a straight on 3, rimming no. Rebound tipped off the board to Billings. She shoots it in, but we get a loose ball foul on Monique Billings, and that's her third. I beg your pardon, that's her second. 8:30 is our start time for game number 2. Looking at a tip of about 8:40. Just want to keep everybody abreast of how we're going to do this doubleheader tonight. Layla LeCan off to the right. Standing dribble against Lexi Hull. Edwards dumps it low, and Boston the steal. Caitlin Clark on the run. Caitlin Clark on the drive. Clark has it right of the lane. 4th turnover. Here's a Clark 3. Rebound tip, out of bounds, stays with Indiana. With 5:20 remaining in the third. Indiana's beating them to the punch. They're just not taking advantage of it and putting the ball in the hole. Clark to come in, baseline left. On the bounce into Lexi Hall. She goes up, got stripped, foul called, and Lexi Hall shoots a pair. (55-47), 5:18 left in the third. Lexi Hall, the veteran from Stanford, gets ready, offers the first one, got it. It's a 9-point lead, 56-47. And by this time on Thursday, the Chicago Sky were busy taking a 7-point lead. Hall gets ready. Second free throw, good. It's a 10-point Indiana lead, 57-47, and 5:15 left in the third. Saniya Rivers in the front court. Rivers plays it to Griner, who hands it to Kennedy Burke. Bounce pass on Nisa Morrow, and we get a foul underneath. Maisha Hines-Allen picks up the foul. That's her second. Sophie Cunningham on the floor for Lexi Hull. In play, it comes to LeCan, now to Rivers. Rivers on the drive, right of the lane jumper, in and out. Rebound tipped on the floor, comes down to Burke. Back out to Rivers. On the left wing, LeCan. On the bounce, low to Morrow. Left baseline jumper, short. Caitlin Clark the rebound. Indiana ball up by 10. 4:45 left in the third. Caitlin Clark chased by Layla LeCan. Clark on the bounce to Monique Billings. Billings bowls her way in the lane, and Brittany Granite says, get it out of here. Rebound, Anissa Morrow. Back the other way. Morrow in the front court. Hands it to LeCan. LeCan out front. Plays it to Griner. Griner holds, dumps it to LeCan. Reverse layup is in. Good pass from Brittany Griner. That makes the score 57-49 and 4:18 left in the third. 26 points in the paint for the Connecticut Sun. Sophie Cunningham at the controls as we count down to 4 minutes remaining in the third. Caitlin Clark has it out front, guarded by Layla LeCan. Clark on the drive in from the right, picks up the dribble. On the bounce to Mitchell. Her reverse layup is blocked by Griner and cleared by Mitchell, but Mitchell lost it out of bounds on a 24-second turnover, shot clock violation. Third block shot by the Connecticut Sun. .356 left in the third. Charlize Ledger-Walker now on. Finds Griner, gives it to Rivers. 8-point Indiana lead. Ledger-Walker dumps it low right to Griner. Spins right baseline and shoots it in with a hook shot. 57-51. Connecticut back to within 6. 3:35 left in the third. Caitlin Clark back the other way. Clark on the drive in the lane. Turns and shoots and scores. She's got 19. That leads all scorers. And the Fever go back up 8, 59-51, 3:20 for the third. Clark has 17 points. I beg your pardon. That still is game high honors. In the lane is Morrow. Fadeaway shot, good. 59-53, 3:10 for the third. Clark back the other way against Ledger-Walker. A wraparound dribble. Now she comes out, 3-point stripe. Picks up her dribble, plays it out front to Maisha Hines-Allen. A one-bounce dribble, kills it, gives it to Caitlin Clark. Clark over the top pass out of bounds, looking for Maisha Hines-Allen in the corner. And Maisha Hines-Allen saying that pass was tipped. I have not seen a replay of it yet. That's Caitlin Clark's 5th turnover of the night. Only have had one coach's challenge tonight. 2:50 for the third. Griner outside left, hands it to Rivers. Rivers guarded by Tyasha Harris. Here's a 3 by Ledger-Walker. Rimming no. Monique Billings the rebound. Hands to Caitlin Clark. Clark, Billings, Hines-Allen, Cunningham, and Harris, the 5 on the floor for the Indiana Fever. Here comes Caitlin Clark. She's fouled out front with 2:35 left in the third. Indiana looking for their 8th win of the year against 5 losses. Connecticut looking for their 3rd win of the year against 12 losses. It'll be Caitlin Clark that'll pull the trigger as they run the picket fence. Foul line extended left and play to Harris. Out front, Boston, back to Harris. 14 to shoot. Tyasha Harris looks for help. Finds Caitlin Clark. Bounce to Boston, flying in. Missed the layup. Boston gets the rebound. Back out to Cunningham. A 3-try from the left. Rebound, Nelson Odota. A chance for Connecticut to come to within 4. Ledger-Walker back the other way. Charlize Ledger-Walker drives in from the right. Had it poked away. Back out, Nelson Odota. Her 17-footer is in. And Stephanie White will spend a timeout. Connecticut back to within 4. They've trailed by as many as 13. Indiana trying to not hold on for dear life and actually put this team away. 2:08 for the third, 59-55. Indiana with the lead. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze guard.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in
Big problem for the Indiana Fever. The last 3 games, New York, at New York, at Washington, and Thursday against Chicago, they have blown big leads. Tyasha Harris, over-the-top pass to Clark on the left wing. Caitlin Clark on the drive. Lost the dribble, able to regain it. 9 on the clock. Clark picks up her dribble, finds Hines Allen, 7 to shoot. Maisha Hines Allen on the drive, right of the lane, finds Harris. 20-footer head of the key. Nope. And wipe it out because there is a foul against Maisha Hines Allen. And here they come. 1:40 for the third. Ledger Walker back the other way. Ledger Walker on the fly in the front court. Charlize Ledger Walker all the way to the hole. Dishes off for Nelson Odota. It's in. It's a 2-point lead. Aaliyah Boston back the other way. Backs it on Nelson Odota and throws the shot in. Aaliyah Boston with 9. The lead is 4. 1:20 for the third. 61-57 in favor of the Indiana Fever. Right back comes Morrow. Her shot's blocked by Boston. Cleared by Boston. Outlet pass to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has it on the drive in the left corner. Clark spins baseline. Shovels a pass underneath to Boston, but a foul is called with 1:03 left in the third. (61-57), 1:03 left, third quarter. Free throws coming up for the Indiana Fever. And it's Aaliyah Boston who heads to the line. Boston now handed the ball. 1:03 for the third. First one here, got it. 62-57, Indiana by 5. They've led by as many as 11. Kelsey Mitchell in. Caitlin Clark gets a breather for the remainder of the third quarter. The second attempt on the way, good. It's a 6-point lead, 63-57. 1 minute left in the third. Charlize Ledger Walker in the front court, guarded by Tyasha Harris. Ledger Walker, wraparound dribble at the free throw line, comes out 3-point stripe, plays it in the left corner to Kennedy Burke, back to to Ledger Walker. Her pass was tipped and stolen by Hines Allen. 3-on-2. Maisha Hines Allen, skip dribble to the right. Out front of Leah Boston. Boston on the move left. Tries to go backdoor to Mitchell. It's out of bounds. It'll belong to the Connecticut Sun. Another turnover against the Fever. 13 of them tonight. You just hope it doesn't bite them in the rear end down the stretch. 63-57, Indiana by 6. 30 seconds left in the third. Charlize Ledger Walker off to the right. 25 seconds left, 13 on the shot clock. A bounce pass out front to Nelson Odota. Hands it to Anissa Morrow. Morrow in the lane, back out. Ledger Walker's 3. Good. It's a 3-point game. Shot clock turned off. It's a 3-point game. Connecticut has shaved 6 points off of the lead. 9 seconds. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, right of the lane, all the way. Her shot's blocked out of bounds. Here come the Connecticut Sun trying to do to us what we did to them last year in August. And that's wipe out a double-digit deficit and win the darn thing. This is the closest they've been in a while. Tyasha Harris, baseline jumper. Rebound Kennedy Burke, and that's the quarter. Indiana led by 9 at the half. They lead by 3 right now. You score at the end of 3, and Indiana really has got to pick it up and keep the turnovers to a minimum in the final 10 minutes. End of 3, Fever 63, Sun 60. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Here we go, the fourth and final period. In the immortal words of one Lawrence Tanter, the Fever lead by 3, 63-60. If you haven't cast your votes for the WNBA All-Star Game, please do so by going to WNBA.com right now and cast your vote for your favorite All-Star and see who they will send to Chicago. KK Timpson will come in for Maisha Hines-Allen. So it's Timpson, Harris, Mitchell, Boston, and Cunningham. The 5 on the floor for Indiana. And Olivia Nelson-Ododa just turned the ball over on an offensive foul. (63-60), 9:48 for the game. Tyasha Harris finds Aaliyah Boston on the left wing. Boston at the free throw line, hands it off to Mitchell, who got fouled, and this time it is called. Nell Angloma picks up the foul. That's her first team foul of the fourth quarter. 9:40 for the ball game. They have it in play to Mitchell. Mitchell splits the double team on the drive. Her pass was tipped out of bounds, stays with Indiana. And Indiana's passing has not been crisp in the second half. That's part of the reason why they turned the ball over 5 times in the third period. In play to Cunningham. 5 on the shot clock. And they throw it out of bounds. Another turnover against the Indiana Fever. That is 14 for the night. And now Connecticut with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie with a long one. Charlize Ledger-Walker, the rookie from UCLA, in the front court. Out front, Nelson-Ododa. Nelson-Ododa, 3-point stripe, guarded loosely by Aaliyah Boston. On the right side is Burke, back to Nelson-Ododa. On the drive in the lane, 15-footer, rimming no. Rebound comes down to Aaliyah Boston. Boston back the other way. Aaliyah Boston in the front court. On the drive all the way to the left baseline. Got punched by Anissa Morrow. Boston's fadeaway jumper, no good, but a foul called with 9:02 left in the ball game. Man, Aaliyah Boston got hit, and they called the foul. Oh, they called it. No, it's not a foul. It's a 3-second violation. Kelsey Mitchell with so it was a technical foul. It was not a foul. It was a 3-second violation. It's a 4-point lead, 64-60. Cunningham and Harris come out. Lexi Hull and Caitlin Clark back in. So two of the starting guards are in the game, and Layla LeCan with a steal. Lefty layup is good. It's a 2-point lead. And Caitlin Clark just turned the ball over. 15 turnovers against the Indiana Fever, which is why Connecticut is in this ball game. LeCan looks to come in play to Angloma, but a foul called on Caitlin Clark. So a chance to tie for Nell Angloma. She shoots two with 8:49 left in the ball game. Angloma's free throw. So now the best she can do is bring this lead down to 1. The second attempt on the way is good. Thank you. Thank you. 64-63 Indiana by 1. They've led most of the ball game. Aaliyah Boston has it out front. Hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell, a left-handed dribble, backs up on Angloma, plays it to Lexi Hall right side, low right Boston. Boston has it right baseline, backs in on Nelson Odota, goes up with a lefty hook, missed it. Kennedy Burke the rebound. Connecticut looking for their first lead since the second quarter. LeCan out front to Morrow, right down the lane, lays it in, and Indiana calls time. Why are the Fever struggling versus the Sun? Clark Goodlow, they've turned the ball over 16 times. Connecticut in front for the first time since 36 to 34. That was way back in the second quarter. We have time on the floor. 8:20 for the ball game. Connecticut by 1, 65-64. Back after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
(65-64). That's the score we have here. I know the scoreboard's ahead of me. Do not post any spoilers in the chat. That's one of my two main rules. The other, please keep the chat clean. We've had a lot of people in here tonight for this game, and I thank everybody that has tuned us in, dropped us a like. As the Fever find themselves down by 1, they've been outscored 5-1 so far here in the fourth quarter. And Clark Goodlow asked a very good question before we went to break. How come the Fever are struggling against the Sun? This is what happened last year. They kept turning the ball over. Connecticut was converting them into points, and Connecticut is getting all the bench points right now. Caitlin Clark leads all scorers with 19 points. Connecticut has 31 points off the bench. 31. The Fever have only 5. Caitlin Clark out front for 3. Splash! Boy, did they need that. 22 for Caitlin Clark. 22 for 22. It's a 2-point lead, 67-65. Layla LeCan back the other way. We'll recap your lineups in a moment. And Gloma plays it out front to Kennedy Burke. Burke picks up the dribble. Bounce pass. Nelson Ododa right of the key. Nelson Ododa hands it to Nell Angloma. Angloma turns on the dribble and walked. So the Fever force a rare Connecticut turnover. And Caitlin Clark is getting that feeling that she wants to take control of the ball game. She leads all scorers with 22 points. Aaliyah Boston back the other way. Hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell nearly lost the ball, able to pick up a dribble. Out front, Caitlin Clark. Clark has it on the move to the right, guarded by Layla LeCan, and LeCan commits the foul. And I think the Sun are going to challenge it. They are going to challenge it. So we have a coach's challenge. And we'll step aside. 7:22 left in the money period. Are we going to stay here? We're going to stay here for a moment. But it is indeed a Connecticut coach's challenge. And they'll take a look at it. The original call was a foul on Layla LeCan. LeCan saying it should go the other way. If nothing else, it'll turn into a jump ball. But Clark and the Fever have been getting held most of the night. Indiana led this game by as many as 11. They lead by 2 right now. I think Connecticut is looking for an offensive foul. Caitlin Clark only has 1 foul tonight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. After this game completes, we'll take a break and we'll get you ready for game 5, I beg your pardon. Jeez Louise. Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. But see, both players had their arms hooked against each other. I don't think this call is going to be overturned. I think this call is going to stand the way it is. That's just my opinion. They're taking a long time to look at it. There's 7:22 left in the ball game. Indiana 67, Connecticut 65. Indiana has scored at least 80 points in every game this season. They're still looking at it. There's one thing Allison Moran and I had talked about on Snowman in the Morning, and that's the referees need to be full-time employees of the WNBA, which means a lot of training, rigorous training. They need to learn the rules, apply the rules, because we have been talking about this for about a year and a half, that most of the referees that do this game are volunteers, and they're paid a small amount of money, and they're still looking at this play. $7:22 left in the ball game. 67-65. The Indiana Fever with the lead. After this game completes, we'll immediately close it out, and then we'll take a breather. You'll see the countdown screen for our next game, which is the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. 8:40, the anticipated start time of that, because I have got to get a little bit of a breather. I'm going to enjoy some sherbet that my wife brought me. $67-65, and the call indeed will stand. The call indeed will stand. The Connecticut Sun are charged with the timeout. Caitlin Clark will pull the trigger. Foul line extended right. Clark gets it back on the inbounds, finds Lexi Hall. Hall had her pass tipped. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indiana Fever. Clark to come in, this time baseline right. In play to Aaliyah Boston. Hands to Caitlin Clark. She's double teamed. Underneath Aaliyah Boston. Fadeaway shot in the lane. No good. Rebound Burke. LeCann back the other way. Layla LeCann in the front court. LeCann picks up her dribble. Out to Anissa Morrow. Morrow on the drive. 10-footer is missed. Rebound Nelson Ododa. Olivia Nelson Ododa works her way in the lane against Billings. The fadeaway shot right baseline, left baseline is no good. And Lexi Hall the rebound. Over the top pass stolen by LeCann. LeCann pitches it back out to Burke. A 3-try for the lead. Rimming, no. Rebound out of bounds. Stay there. Loose ball foul against the Indiana Fever. Final score from the south side. The Dodgers halt the White Sox 4-game winning streak. 7-1 was that final. Anissa Morrow checks out. Brittany Griner back on. In the lane is Angloma. She had her shot blocked and cleared by Billings. Over the top to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark brings it up. It's a 2-point Indiana lead. 6:25 for the game. Caitlin Clark nearly lost the ball, able to get it back. Bounce pass out front to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the left. Finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell leans over the dribble. 5 on the clock. Boston on the drive in the lane. A right-handed hook rolls in. And the lead is 4. 69-65. Aaliyah Boston has a baker's dozen. Back comes LeCann the other way. Out front, Griner. Back to LeCann. A straight-on 3. Rimming, no. Lexi Hall the rebound. Hands to Boston. Boston back the other way for the Indiana Fever. They're up 4. Here comes Caitlin Clark, who got shoved by Nell Angloma out of bounds. No foul call. Good gracious. She got shoved and then she got socked in the mouth and no foul call. Meanwhile, Leah Boston bullying Brittany Griner to get a bucket. The lead is 4, 69-65. Griner off to the right. Out front, Burke. Now to Nelson Odota, and Nelson Odota is fouled out front. And the foul is charged to Caitlin Clark. And for Clark, that is her second. She and Griner were wrestling. Well, Griner ran right into Caitlin Clark. Clark just fought her way off of it. Then she got elbowed by Brittany Griner, and this time they call the offensive foul. Brittany Griner elbowed Caitlin Clark, and they caught it. Third foul on Brittany Griner. No one really in foul trouble for either team. Boston hands to Mitchell on the left wing. 5:25 left. A deep three for Caitlin Clark. Splash! Caitlin Clark has 25, and Connecticut wants time. That's her 6th three-point field goal of the night. And boy, did they need that. Fever trying to put some distance between them and the Connecticut Sun. And boy, it's good to have Caitlin Clark back in the lineup. Time on the floor, 5:20 for the ball game. Indiana 72, Connecticut 65. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through.
We're back to business as Layla LeCan brings it up. LeCan in the front court, outside left. In the left corner is Burke, low left Griner. Griner turns and faces, back outside Saniya Rivers. Starter step move on Caitlin Clark. Right baseline jumper is in. Lead down to 5, 72-67. And 4:55 for the ball game. Lexi Hall is called for the offensive foul. Timeout situation. Connecticut has 1 left. Indiana has 2. So Connecticut has the ball with a chance to cut it to 3 or 2 with a long one. Layla LeCan on the drive. Feeds Griner. Up fake. Shoots it in. It's a 3-point game. 72-69. 4:35 for the ball game. Kelsey Mitchell at the controls. Out to Aaliyah Boston. Boston finds Caitlin Clark with a deep 3. No good. Saniya Rivers the rebound. Outlet pass to LeCan. LeCan to Griner. Flying in. Missed the layup. Rebound Aaliyah Boston. Boy, the Fever dodge a bullet right there. A bounce pass to Kelsey Mitchell in the left corner. Mitchell on the drive against Nelson Odota. Reverse layup. Got it. Kelsey Mitchell with 19. And the lead is 5 with 4 minutes left. This is the time you need to start putting people away. Underneath is Kennedy Burke. She gets the layup after Caitlin Clark got bowled over and no call. 74-71, 3:56 remaining in the ball game. Kelsey Mitchell has it out front. Hold it. They stop the clock at 3:56. I mean, Caitlin Clark got ran over and no call. And it was Brittany Griner who did the deed. It's a 3-point game, 74-71, and 3:56 remaining in the ball game. Stephanie White gathering her troops together. And after that layup by Kelsey Mitchell, Connecticut came down and scored on the other end. So a quick timeout taken by referee took that timeout. Indiana has possession. Clark has 25, Mitchell 19, Aaliyah Boston 13, Monique Billings 10 for Indiana. They're getting nothing off of their bench tonight, or hardly nothing off of their bench. Clark to come in play to Boston, back to Clark. Clark pressured by Layla LeCan, 10 on the clock. And LeCan commits the foul. And LeCan is wondering where the foul was. Connecticut has only one timeout left. So they can't waste it on a challenge. As they have it in play to Boston. Boston finds Caitlin Clark, left baseline jumper, rimming no. Saniya Rivers the rebound. Back they come on the push. Rivers in the front court, outside right. Rivers looks low for Nelson Odota. They get it to her. Nelson Odota backs in on Billings, backs in. Shovel pass Griner, left baseline. Brittany Griner spins on Boston, comes up shooting, missing. Rebound Monique Billings. And they nearly turned that ball over, but they didn't. And now they have it in the front court. Kelsey Mitchell at the controls. Finds Sophie Cunningham on the right wing. Cunningham comes back out front to Aaliyah Boston. Hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Over the top pass to Boston. Double fake. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Nope. Nelson Odota the rebound. Again, Connecticut with a chance to cut it to one or tie with a long one. Saniya Rivers has it. Rivers out to the right. Guarded by Sophie Cunningham. Layla LeCan, right corner. LeCan with 8 to shoot. Bounce past Nelson Odota. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Rimming, no. Ball is... Oh, we get a loose ball foul against the Fever. And that foul is charged to Kelsey Mitchell. And the referee is saying that Mitchell hooked her defender. Second foul on Kelsey Mitchell. LeCan looks to come in play to Rivers. Miss steal Caitlin Clark. But a foul on Caitlin Clark. Yep, they called a foul on Caitlin Clark, and that's her third. 4 fouls against the Fever. And Caitlin Clark was just delivered a technical foul. Oh, that's what happened. There wasn't a foul called on Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark was assessed a technical foul. Kennedy Burke for the free throw. Got it. It's a 2-point lead, 74-72. Indiana needs to get stops and buckets to put this game on ice. LeCan to bring it in. Foul line extended left. In play to Rivers. Rivers outside left. Guarded by Caitlin Clark. Rivers a pull-up jumper. Missed it. Sophie Cunningham the rebound. And now you got to have points if you're the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark in the front court. Straight on, guarded by Saniya Rivers. Bounce past Kelsey Mitchell. We get a foul call before she's able to cut to the basket. It's on Layla LeCan. That's her third. I'll tell you right now, if there is a time that Indiana needs to knock down a long one, it's right now. In play to Cunningham in the right corner. Out front, Boston. Now hands to Caitlin Clark. Bounce past Boston. Right side, Cunningham for 3. Splash! That's a big one. 77-72 and 2 minutes left. The reset timeouts have been added. LeCan goes over the top to Nelson Odota. Left side, Kennedy Burke. Over the top pass, tip stolen by Billings. Let's see if we can get another. We got the stop. Let's turn it into another three-point goal. Caitlin Clark out front. Off the screen from Mitchell. Clark on the drive. Picks up the dribble. Over the top pass to Boston. Out front, Cunningham. Another three. Splash! Sophie Cunningham with 6 points in the last 30 seconds. And it's good to see her back in the lineup. And Connecticut wants time. 92 seconds left in this one. And the Fever have stretched the lead to 8. 80-72. We'll be back with the finish after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're
80-72, the Indiana Fever lead by 8 with 92 seconds left in the ball game. Saniya Rivers will pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. Comes in play to Layla LeCan. LeCan standing dribble. 1:25 remaining. Bounce pass to Anissa Morrow. Morrow on the drive. Place it back to LeCan. LeCan stops. Foul line jumper. Missed. Rebound. Aaliyah Boston, the one-handed pickoff. And now if you're Indiana, you want to use some clock with each possession. 1:10 left. Caitlin Clark in the front court, guarded by Charlize Ledger-Walker. Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. It's going to stay in her hands. 9 to shoot. Here comes Clark. Out front, Boston. 6 on the clock. 4 on the clock. Sophie Cunningham on the drive. In the lane. Scoop layup. Yeah! Sophie Cunningham with 8 points in the last minute. And Indiana's up by 10 with 49 seconds left. Here's Anissa Morrow on the drive. Pitch to Griner. Right baseline jumper is in. Brittany Griner cuts the lead down to 82-74. 40 seconds left. Aaliyah Boston has it in the front court. Caitlin Clark comes to get it. 35 seconds left on the big one. 13 on the shot clock. Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. Picks up her dribble. Finds Aaliyah Boston. Back to Caitlin Clark. Bounce pass Boston. Left side Cunningham. 4-3. Splash! Are you kidding me? 11 for Sophie Cunningham in the last 90 seconds. Oh, what an injection of offense for Sophie Cunningham. And Cunningham got fouled a couple of times by Diamond Miller. But Sophie Cunningham has taken over in the last 90 seconds. She has scored 11 points. Now we get a technical foul, and Diamond Miller makes the free throw. 85-75. Caitlin Clark was given another technical foul. And she's done for the night anyway with 22.2 seconds left. Hate on, haters. That's all I got to say. 85-75. Indiana by 10. And it looks like we're going to finish this with time to spare. It'll be Connecticut ball, left to right. "19 seconds left in the game. Here's LeCan on the move to the right. Over the top pass back to Morrow. In the left corner is Rivers. Her three. Nope. Rebound, Brittany Griner. 8 seconds. Out to Ledger Walker. Her three. That's no good. Rebound run down by Morrow. Her three out front. No good. Billings the final rebound. And that's your ball game. That's a winner. The Indiana Fever pick up a huge win on the road. They have now won 3 in a row, coming into their home game with Toronto on Monday. And again, they break the 80-point barrier. And they win tonight by a final of 85-75. We'll take a short break, give you all the pertinent stats. Then we'll take a longer break, and we'll get you ready for tonight's World Championship Series Game 5 from the Frostbank Center in Texas. Back in 2 minutes on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters? It's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Make it 3 in a row for the Indiana Fever. They win tonight 85-75. They were paced and scoring by Caitlin Clark, who finished with 25 points. Aaliyah Boston had 11 rebounds, and Clark finished with 5 assists. Indiana shot 49% from the field, 41% from distance, only 68% from the free throw line. They got to work on that, and they especially have to work on turnovers because they turned the ball over 19 times, and Connecticut only turned the ball over 10 times. Indiana's largest lead was 11. They win by 10. They were threatened by the Connecticut Sun. Don't get it twisted. They were threatened by the Connecticut Sun after leading 65-64. Indiana went on a 21-10 run to close up shop, and they win it on the road by a final of 85-75. Scoring breaks down like this. Caitlin Clark, 25 to lead all scorers. Kelsey Mitchell had 19. Sophie Cunningham, 11 in the last 90 seconds. Aaliyah Boston, 13. Monique Billings had 10. Lexi Hall had a pair off the bench. KK Timpson had a pair, and Raven Johnson had 3 off the bench. For the Connecticut Sun, they were led in scoring by Olivia Nelson-Ododo, who finished with a dozen. Kennedy Burke and Brittany Griner each with 10. Layla Lacan had 11. Saniya Rivers had 9. Aaliyah Edwards had 7. Diamond Miller had 4. Anissa Morrow had 8 off the bench. Charlize Ledger-Walker had 3. And Nell Angloma split a pair of free throws. Phew! Got to the finish line with this one. Final score, Indiana 85, Connecticut 75. Stand by with us, folks. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes on a separate stream and a separate broadcast for Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. But old Snowman needs a little bit of a break to get some water. Winners is Clark Goodlow. One of these days she will walk off the court and not come back. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. They need the whistles to get the foul to the foul line. The refs are blind to the fouls committed against the Fever, and this is another one. This is another game that it's like that. 85-75 your final. I'm going to take a breather. We'll come back with the Knicks and the Spurs. Check out that stream in 20 minutes on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.